G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son, our playthrough of Combat Volume 2 from Compass Games, and we're going on with Scenario 14, Defend the CP, and we're up to Impulse 3 of Turn 4. And we've got a couple of melees happening now, and a few other bits and pieces, and things are looking crook. So let's get into it and see how we go. So first up is red, and we have a red guy in melee. So he's not going to do anything this time. And then we go up the top here. There we go. So Impulse 3. Let's see what we've got. We've got an aimed fire all the way up here. He's not doing anything. We've got a run and gun 1. So this guy is going to run over to here like this. We've got a sprint 6. This guy's going to keep running down this way like that. We've got this guy hiding. We've got this guy evading 6 down to here. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. We've got this guy evading 5 to here. And the other guy with aim fire who's not doing anything. And then over the other side here, we've got a sneak not doing anything, this impulse. And a sneak and an evade 6, 5. So this guy's going to come down here. So Mr. Sneaky's not doing anything there. And Mr. Evade is down here. And we've got this bloke sneaking. So he's not going to do anything either. So let's just put his stuff up here. Well, in fact, we'll just leave it there because he's not doing anything. Okay, that should be all the reds done. And we go on to Charlie. And we've got one Charlie in melee. It's Private Douglas. He's against Soldat Vogel, who's going to probably kick his ass, but not much else we can do about it. We've got an aimed fire here, but he can't do anything. And he can't spot anyone. And then we come down this way. And we've got Private Walsh here, who can't see this guy or anybody over here. Everybody's spotted up there. He's got an aimed fire. We've got Kowalski here. Now, can he spot anybody else? And he can. He can spot this guy here, Mr. Sneaky. That's the only bloke he can spot at the moment. Yep. Okay, so he is a 5, I believe. 6. It's range 2, so there's nothing for night. Beyond range 2, yeah, so that's good. So he's a 6, and we have sneak in the open, which is a -1. So 5 or less to spot Mr. Sneaky. Of course not. How could I be so stupid? And then we've got, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because we've got one deaden and one meleeing. Okay, so this here is Private Temple. Now, he can... can't see him because of this hill here. And everybody else is spotted. So that's that. Well, that didn't achieve much. Able. Let's get it done properly this time. Okay. We have one Able, which is our medic, in melee as well. So there's only two more. We've got Private Brubaker over here with aim fire. And he can't spot anybody. And our other Able, Staff Sergeant Perez, is dead. So that's no good either. So then we go into the command group and we are planning. And then we have Staff Sergeant Barnes here. So let's just come over this way and see if he can see anybody. He can't see down this way to see anybody. He's already seen this guy. He can't see there. And he can't see down here or here or here because they're all too far away. So he is done. Which brings us to Sergeant Elias. Now he can see this guy at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a run and gun in the open. So he is a 4. Nothing for that. Run and gun in the open is a +2. Yep, that's it. So he's a 6 or less to spot Mr. Run and Gun. And he gets a 5. So let's have a look at Mr. Run and Gun here. Oh, he's a dummy. Okay. That's good. So we can get rid of those. Run and Gun 5, 6 goes back up there. He can't see anybody else. And that leaves our little machine gun team. And everybody is out of range for them to see anybody. And then we go to Baker. Okay, so again, back up top here first. And we've got Private Johnson here with aim fire. And he can't see anybody, so forget about him. Well, not forget about him, but you know what I mean. And then we've got Private Goldstein here, who is a run and gun. Now, where do I want to run him to? I think what I want to do is I just want to move him to here. So he's still good to gun for when this guy runs, hopefully. And we can go from there. So he's good. And then we have the aimed fire here from Private Baker, who again can't see anything. Private Baker. Private Woodruff, I should say. And then we go on to blue. Righto. So our first guy, let's move this down here, is an evade 1-6. So he's going to go this way. He's going strange ways. We've got a duck back, so I've got a hide here. We've got an evade 2-3. So he's going to go in direction 2, and he's going to move back further along the hill. We've got a sneak who's doing nothing. This impulse. A hide who's doing nothing. Everybody's spotted. An aim fire doing nothing. And our last one is an evade 5. He's running up this way. So the blues are really sort of spreading out as well. They're about the weakest force at the moment on the board. So if I can knock down a few more of these, I can always bring somebody else maybe in to take out the, hold the machine gun, and then try and get these two guys sprinted off the board to give me some bit of a go. Okay, we're over to yellow. Now, we've got the other two up the top here. Let's go for there first, okay? So we've got a slow suppressive fire here, so he's not doing anything. And we've got a sneak, and he's not doing anything this impulse either. And then we can come back down here. Okay, a sneak is not doing anything. An evade 1-6, so he's going up this way. So we might get a shot at him this time. Slow suppressive fire is doing nothing. An aimed fire is doing nothing this turn. An evade, a run and gun 4. He's coming back along this way, spreading out again, overlapping the white ones. Aimed fire, hide, aimed fire, and that leaves us a run and gun 6-5, so he comes up this way. And that should be all the yellows, which leaves us with the white ones, which are all here. Okay. Evade 6-5, so he's going to go in direction 6. So he's come up with the white guys, the yellow guys there. Run and gun 6-5. Now he's been running the whole time, I believe. So he is going to go in direction 6. Da-dum. Like that. Okay. So he can't see into him yet. I don't believe. No. Okay. A hide. A hide. Mr. Duckback becomes a hide. Aim fire doing nothing at the moment. He can't see anything or do anything. A run and gun 6-1. So he's been going the whole time. So he's going to come up here with this guy. Like that. Sneaky man's doing nothing. And we have run and gun 4-5. And he's been running the whole time. So he's going to go in direction 4 again, which is right to the edge of the board. Like that. And that should be everyone. Okie dokie. Impulse 4. And the first thing we're going to have is the reds. So let's come over and do the melee first. So this guy is a 7. Charge and bold is 9. So 8 or less for poor old Private Donahue. And he gets a hit, and it's a bad wound. Okay. Private Donahue takes a bad wound, and now he is a 0-1 for his wound morale check. Oh, and he fails, and he goes down 2. So he goes from normal to cautious to shaken. That's not good. No, 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 no. Okay, reds up the top. Here we go. Red, red, red. Okay. Got a sneak 5-6. So he's going to come down this way. An evade 6-5. So he's going to come down here. A sneak 6 down to here. An evade 5-6, so he's going to come down to here. Evade 6 comes down here. Aim fire with nothing. Run and gun 1, so he's just going to run over here. Aim fire does nothing. Sprint 6 goes 1, 2 up onto the hill there, and a hide there, and then we've got this little guy here who is sneaking 3, 2. So he's going to sneak 2 this time, which is right out into the open so he can get shot. And that should be all of the reds done. And we go to Charlie. So let's have a go with Private Holland first. Now he can shoot at him. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so he can shoot at him there. That's fine. He can't see any of those guys or those guys. He can see this guy who's got his slow suppression. He can't see him or him or him. So we go after the slow suppression or just try and knock this guy out. And I think it's probably better to try. I don't know if we'll end up knocking him out. We could get him to rout, but that's about the best. So we're going to shoot here because he's only at 3 firepower straight up. It's a range 2, so we don't get any of the night deficit sort of thing. I'm just going to move this back. I'm bumping bits. Okay, so he's firing for 3 for sneak in the open, which is a -1. So he needs a 0-2 to hit. And he hits. Okay, so let's pull a card. And we get a close call. So he's just going to do a morale check. And his morale at the moment is 6 - 4, 0-2. And he fails. So he is going to go from cautious to rout. Okay, so he's routing. Now he can't spot anybody else at the moment. No. Okay, so that's that Charlie done. We can come down this way. And we have Private Walsh here, who I believe now can see this guy. So he could shoot at him. This is Soldier Koch, who's aggressive. He can't shoot at anybody else, so it's going to be this guy here. So he is a 4, but the range is 1, 2, 3. So that brings it down to a 2 with an evade in the open, which brings it down to a 1. So 0-1 to hit. Rastafrassen Krassen, and he is now low ammo. Okay. And he is done. Oh! Okie dokie. Now we've got Kowalski here. And he can shoot at a few. So we've got an aimed fire here, a slow suppression here, and evade doesn't really matter. He can also see this guy here who's a run and gun, but he's not going to do much. Aim fire over here in the rocks. Aim fire over here in the rocks. I think realistically, we've got a good chance of knocking out sorry, this guy with another bad wound will knock him out. And this guy here has got 1 light wound, so we can't really knock him out at the moment. And he's only doing suppressive fire. So let's come in here. So he's firing for 4 at a range of 2. So there's no detriment there. In fact, he should have had a +1, shouldn't he? Because of the range. I forgot about that. Didn't matter, he rolled a 9. Okay, so he's firing for 4 with a rifle, which is a 0. At range 2, I should say, gives him a 5. For aimed fire in the open is a 0. So 0.5 for a hit. And we hit. Okay, and he is going to get a light wound. Righto. Let's sort this out. So he has a light wound, and he has a light wound, like that. So he is a 6 minus 2 is 4 for his wound morale check. And he fails, so he goes down from normal through shaken to cautious, and he becomes a duck back. Aim fire goes away, and duck back goes on there. And he is done, and I don't think he's got anybody to spot. No. Which brings us then down to Private Temple here. Now he could fire at this guy who's hiding, or this guy that's hiding. You can't shoot across there, I don't believe. Or he could shoot at Mr. Aimed Fire and Mr. Run and Gun up here. Well, he can try and spot Mr. Run and Gun up here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to... he doesn't have a very good, does he? Oh, no, he's a 5. Okay. That's Aimed Fire in the open. So that's... yeah. So his best shot is actually this guy. So that's where we're going to go. And this guy's tough as well. I don't want him getting better. So it's a range of 1, 2, 3 for his rifle, which is a +1. So that gives him a 6. -2 because of the range is a 4 because of night. And hide in the open is a -2. So a 0.2 to hit Mr. Tuffy. And he misses. Okay. But now we can try and spot Mr. Run and Gun up here, because he's on a level 2. Yeah, he's beyond. Well, in fact, he's from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for spotting is a 0 modifier. He's a Run and Gun, so we don't get anything about that. So he is a 6, looking at a Run and Gun in the open, is a +2, so 8 or less, and we spot Mr. Run and Gun, who is Soldat Lang. Okay. Righto, well done. And then we come over to the melee. And our poor little man here, Donahue, is a 4 -5. Look at that. He needs a 0. And he doesn't get it. So he is going to die. So I can't get anybody else in there, can I? May be able to get somebody else in there next time and try and help him, but it's not looking good. We've already lost one guy to him. And that guy's likely to jump in again as well. Okay, so that should be all of the Charlies done. So we go to Abel. So we'll do this one first here. So he's a 4 against Mr. Boldy here. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's bring it down a bit for you. Ah, Rasta, Frassen, Krassen, Racken, Ducken, Durkin, Durkin. And he's now low on ammo. Okay. Abel. We've only got one more Abel, and he is up the top of the Abbey there. Now, he has aimed fire. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he can see him, and he can see him. What's this bloke got? Evading in the open. Oh, and he's aggressive, and he's good. I need to get rid of this guy. He's not real good, is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a 0, but it'd be -2. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not going to matter much. Okay, so we're going to fire at this guy here. So it's a range of 5 for his rifle, which is zip. -2 for night is 2, and evade in the open is -1. So he's a 0-1 to hit. Not good. No. Poor bloke misses. Okay, and that's Abel done, and we go to the command group. Again, we're planning. We've got Staff Sergeant Barnes, who can't see this way, can see this man now. So he's going to fire over there. So he has a machine pistol. So he's at a 4. At range 1, 2, 3, 4 for a machine pistol is a 0. So he's down to a 2 because of night for sneak in trees. -4. So he needs a 0. And we have nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, he's done. Righto, Sergeant Elias can see this guy here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hiding in the open. That's the only guy that he can visualize and hit. Okay, so again, he's a 4. -2 for a night is a 2. For hide in open is a 2, so he needs 0s. 3 bursts, 1 misses, 2 misses, 3 just misses as well. Which brings us to our machine gunner manner, who again can shoot at him. Can shoot at him. They're both hiding. Let's get rid of this guy. So we have a machine gun at range 6, which is a +1. So he goes up to a 5. -2 for night is a 3. For hiding in the open, so he needs a 0-1 with 4 bursts. 0-1. 1 miss. 2 miss. 1 hit. 2 hits. Okay. And he hit on a 0. So he's going to go aggressive. Okay, get rid of him. 2 hits. The first hit is close call. So let's just take this all off. Now this guy is a 5 -4, so 0-1 for his morale check. And he gets it, so I think he's actually going to improve. for a morale check, +1. Yeah. So he's going to go from rout. He's feeling a little bit happier to cautious, which actually makes it harder for him to do anything now. Work that out. Okay, and his second is a light wound, which will bring him up to 5, and he is dead. Okay, so cautious goes away. Light wound, bad wound. These go away. Freeze hide. And we've killed Obigafrita Simon. Ah, good, an NCO. That's good. We needed that. Okay, which leaves our little gentleman here who can shoot over there. And now he's a 4 with a rifle. Yep. 4 with a rifle at range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a 0. So his -2 straight up is a 2. And hide in the open is a 2, so he gets a 0. 1, 0. No. And that's that done. And we go on to Baker. Okay. So let's just come up this way. And our first Baker is Johnson here with his aimed fire. Now, he can shoot at him. He can shoot at him. Let's try and kill this guy, I think. Yeah, let's try and kill him. So he's a 5 at range 2 with the BAR, gives him a +1. So he is a 6 for sneak in the open, is a -1. So he is a 5 with 2 bursts. Low ammo and a hit. Okay. Low ammo first. That's not good. They've both got low ammo now. And the hit is enemy event first. Okay. So let's roll. A smiley face. Let's have a look at the enemy event for a 0. No problem. Roll immediately on the friendly event table. Okay. A 6 is friendly 105 artillery fire. Roll dice 6. 3. And we're going to get 3. Yep, okay. A 2. A 9. And a 1. 1, 2, 9. Righto, let's find the 105s. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 is 2711. Oh, look at that, right there. Let's come over here. So that's where it's starting. 2 is 2014. 2014 is not good, because that's right beside the Abbey. And 9 is 1210, which could be interesting. Okay, now let's roll for the scatter. So this one is going to scatter into direction 3 for 1. So direction 3. 1, 2, 3 for 1. It's going to go there. So it may form some craters. That's about it. This guy, direction 3 for 6. So 1, 2, 3. for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts it right down near these guys. I like that. And then this one up here, direction 6 for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not good for our man there. Okay, so let's start here. It's not going to hit anybody, but it may crater some stuff. Righto. Craters on a 4. So in here to start with. Dun, dun, dun. No crater there. And there's no fire or anything else. And in here, so there'll be smoke. No crater there. And up there, no crater there. Righto, so that's the craters where they are. This guy's not going to hit anything, so we'll just put his smoke out. So we've got smoke there. We've got smoke here. And we're going to have to roll for these two. And we've got smoke here, and we'll have to roll for him. So here we have these guys. So it's going to be 2 rolls for each of these, looking for 3s. Okay, 2 rolls looking for 3s. Ooh, 1 hit. 2 hits. Ouch. Okay, so they both take 2 hits. So this guy first, killed. Zip. Sorry. So as long as it continues like that and doesn't hurt me, I'm quite happy. Yeah, right. Okay, and this guy, 2 hits. A bad wound to start with. We can get rid of his run and gun. Run and gun 6-1. Come on. Right, so he is a 6 - 3, and he fails. So he will go down. Now, he was bold, wasn't he? Yes. So he will go down to shaken. Now. I'll just put some of these on here now. I've got a couple of spares now, so it's worthwhile. Knock this over. Okay, so that's his first. Now his second is a close call. So he's now a 0-1, and he passes for a wound morale check. Grab the right chart. 0, no effect. Okay. Righto, so he's a bad wound, he is shaken, and he is ducking. Now, and he hasn't done anything yet. Which leaves our little man up here. Again, we're looking 2 rolls for 3. Now, he's in the Abbey. which is a -3. Because these blokes were in the open, it didn't really help them at all. So we need zeros, 2 hits. And we can also look at rubble. No, rubble is a direct hit, so no. Miss. And a hit. You bastard. Okay, and it is... Oh, he ducked. Close call. Okay, so he is a 5 or less, and he passes. So nothing happening there. I don't think. Morale check. It's not a wound morale. It's just a morale check. So a 1, no. Nothing happens there. Okay. Oops. Right. So now we get rid of that. Who are we up to? I've forgotten where we were now. Baker. That's right, we were shooting up there at that guy. So we've got to reshuffle our cards and then pull a card for his wound. He got 1 hit, I believe. Okay, and it's a light wound. And that's not enough to kill him. Okay, we've got a light wound on him now. So he's not going to be sneaking anymore. Sneaky 2-3. So he is going to need a 0-2. And he passes, so he goes down 1, which he can't do because he's already routing. Like that. He's done. I'm not going to worry about putting a hide or... Well, I suppose I should, duck back, sorry. I should. Just in case I screw up anything else. Right. So that was Baker, and now we have Baker and Baker. So we got this guy here, which is Goldstein with the BAR. Okay, so he is a 4. -2 for run and gun is a 2. At range 1 is a 2, so he's at 4. And this guy is a run and gun in the Abbey outside. Run and gun in the Abbey outside is a -2. Okay, so we're at 4, -2, -2 is 0, +2 gives us a 0-2 for 2 shots. And we miss. And we miss. And we are not happy, Jan. Okay. And then we've got Woody over here. Now, Woody can't shoot at this guy. Well, he can now, can't he? Because he's in the Abbey. He's in this building here. No, he's not. Yes, he is. See? No, he's not. Yes, he is. He can see straight across to there. Okay, Woody, do that. Okay. No. Woody is going to shoot at Mr. Duck back here in the open. So he's a 4, -2 for knight. Range isn't going to matter. So he's at a 2 for a duck back in the open, which is a 0. So a 0-2. Oh, I think you could see that, couldn't you? 0-2. No good. So Woody is done. That's all of Baker, so that should be all of the Americans done. Okay. Which brings us to blue. Let's come over this way. Nope. So we have an evade 1-6. So he is going to evade in 6 to here. Hiding's doing nothing. Sneaking 2. Da-dum. What have we got here? Evade. Evade 3. He comes down off the hill and back there. Aim fire can do nothing. Evade 5, I believe. Yep. So he's going to evade into the trees on the hill there, like that. And that's blue, and we go to yellow. So we'll come up top here first. We've got this bloke sneaking 5, which is down to here. And we've got a slow suppressive fire here. He's going to fire into here. So he is a 4 at range 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a 0. So it's -2 for knight is a 2 with aim fires in a building. So he needs a 0. And this is just for suppressive fire. No. Go. Okay. Let's come down this way now. Righto. We've got an aim fire and a hide there. We've got a run and gun. He can't see anybody, so he's going to run 5 this time up into the rocks there, like that. We've got an evade 1-6, so he's going to go 6 to there. We have a sneak 6-5. He's going to sneak into the building. Da-dum. Like that. We've got a duck back here, becomes a hide. We have an evade 6-5. So he's going to come over here. Hang on. That's white. White. Doing yellow. Aim fire. Now. He can shoot to there. He's going to need a 0. Doesn't get it. He can shoot to there. He's going to need a 0. And doesn't get it. Well, he was a 0-1, sorry. Yeah, they were both rifles. We've got a run and gun 4. Now, he can see him. So he's going to need a 0, that's for sure. Holy plop. No. Not doing him. Okay, and a slow suppressive. Okay, so he's a machine pistol. He's at 5, 3, 2. Machine pistol at range 2. So he's a 3. Against a 3 in there is a 0. So 3 zeros. He misses for 1. He is out of ammo. Like that. And then this guy better have a bold on him now. And then we have white. So let's do this first. So again, he is a 4, 5, 6 against our little man. So 6 or less. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. And he's a low ammo as well now. Right, and then coming back to the whites. Okay, so this guy was the evade 5. He comes back this... Sorry. Evade 5 goes to here. I was looking at the yellow one, not the white one. Duck back becomes a hide. Sneak 6 comes up here. Hiding does nothing. Run and gun 5, so he comes back up this way. Like that. Duck back is hiding, and we have our run and gun. So he is a 3. -2 is 1 for the run and gun. He's got a rifle at range 1. So that brings him back up to 3. -3 for what we're doing. Oh, sorry, no. Abby, run and gun, -2. So he is a 0-1 for a hit. Oh, you bastard. He becomes aggressive. And we take a hit, which will be a light wound. Wow. And that means that we need a 3 or less for our wound morale check. That's nothing. It's up against the side. And we pass, so we go down 1 to cautious. Okay, cautious, light wound, low ammo, a run and gun. And that is the end of Impulse 4 for turn 4. So, let's have a look at the casualties. And at the moment, we've killed 3 whites, 2 blues, and a red. And we've found 2 red dummies, 2 blue dummies, 3 yellow, and 3 white. So that's actually not too bad. It's looking a little bit better. We're now at 3-to-1 odds. So it's starting to come a little bit our way, but I think we're about to lose another man, Donahue, I think it is, over there fighting that red bastard in melee A. And then he's liable to do some damage to us. We've got a few of these guys of the Germans wounded as well, which helps immensely. We've got this bloke with a light wound, and he's out of ammo now as well, so that's going to make a big difference. We've also got this guy who's got a couple of wounds as well. What's this guy? He's just low ammo. We've got this guy who's wounded. This guy who's wounded. This guy who's wounded. If we come over to the blues, these guys are wounded. And then when we go up, we've got wounded guys here and here as well. And as much as I'd like to take prisoners and stuff like that, I can't do much. In fact, I'm only just coming up to turn 5 when I can actually leave the Abbey. So if I leave the Abbey, I can maybe try and punch through the Blues. What was my victory points again? No unwounded enemy characters in the Abbey at the end of the game. That's going to be hard. 3 VP if I can get Pike or Walsh off, 3 each. But I'm already down 4 VP for having 2 friendlies killed. And I'm going to have a lot of people that are wounded and unbandaged. Yeah, there's really not a great deal more I can do other than try and withdraw and run away a little bit and shoot them up. And that may be one way to go, is to withdraw back through the Abbey, keep this here to try and blow this away still, and withdraw back through and get through sort of these trees and around behind this hill and these trees and this hill, and then sort of form up down in this sort of area, or even, somewhere down around here. So if they come after us, they come after us. But if I do that, then that's going to allow them to come storming in here and take more VPs because they'll have unwounded people in there. So realistically, I'm just going to have to hold. What I may have to do is withdraw these guys back into the Abbey. And that's going to probably have to be a run and gun, maybe. So I might only actually get them to here to shoot, and then maybe to here. Really depends on what's going to happen here, and I think Donahue is going to die there. And then this guy will be sort of stuck there, which will give me a couple of shots at him, but with a run and gun, I'm going to be, -2 for that straight up. Okay, so I'll leave it there, and when we come back, we'll go on with turn 5. Let's get all this crap out of the way. They can still have turn 5 and turn 6 is where they pick up potentially more reinforcements. So, yee! Okay, so take care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.